Hey everybody, welcome back to the Pressing Matters. I'm Scott. Thank you for tuning in today. Thank you for your support. Today I wanted to talk about Axis, Bold as Love. And the reason I'm doing this is because I just covered the UHQR of Jimi Hendrix Experience from Analogue Productions. And this UHQR of Axis came out before I started the channel, so I never really had a chance to address it, and I thought it would be interesting to do it today. I also have a 2010 Marino mastering, just like the other comparisons, so it'll be interesting. Stay tuned for that. If you haven't already, please consider liking, subscribing, and hitting notification, and you'll be sure to get notified of any new content that comes up. So, yes, I remember getting this and the mono. Actually, I got the mono, but it's sealed. The UHQRs, I said, okay, I missed out by not acting quick last time with the one step, with the Abraxas. And I said, I'm never going to let that happen again. So, you know, when this was announced, I was all in for both copies. I have a classic mono, and I think it's fantastic. I love it, and it may be my preferred way to listen to the record. So the other mono was bought as a hedge, you know, I just thought, let me get it. Right now I'm satisfied with the classic mono. I'll just keep it sealed for now. And, you know, being a very limited edition, maybe it'll go astronomically in value like Abraxas did. That was my line of thought. Now I probably will open it, but at some point. But and I don't believe in keeping records sealed as a general rule. I don't think it's a good idea these days, especially with these expensive limited editions, because if there's a flaw and you want to sell it down the road or trade it or whatever, you know, if the person gets it and there's two copies of the same disc, or there's noise at the end of, you know, an important side, you're going to have to, you know, deal with that. And that's not something I want to deal with. So if I do, you know, on occasion, I will pick up a second copy of special things. And I always do, in general, open them and check them out. I did it with the Beatles and Mono box. I bought a second one of those. You know, things like that. And I wanted to make sure everything was good before it disappeared and nothing could be done. So I recommend opening these things, even if you are getting a second copy for the future. So the mono is one story. I do like the mono. I like the direct sound of the mono. The mix is a little different. The stereo effects naturally do not come across on the mono version, but it has its charms, and it has a nice punch, mono punch to it that I like. And I like that with Sgt. Pepper. I like that with Piper at the Gates of Dawn. It's very interesting to have mono editions as well. For stereo, I was pretty satisfied with this 2010 Marino mastering. I believe it's numbered, if I'm not mistaken. No, I guess it isn't. Thought it was. Oh, do I have the wrong one? Let me see. No, it's 2010. Yeah. 2010. I thought it was numbered, but anyway. And the UHQR, I'm sure you've seen unboxings. Let me show you just briefly the slipcase. There's a booklet, just like the newer one. About 20 pages, I suppose. Essay. It's a gorgeous booklet, a nice insert. There's also an announcement for the Aqualung one-step, the one-step sheet, explanation, all that. And then there's the gorgeous gatefold. This is just like unreal quality gatefold from Stout and Printing. And mine is in great shape. I saved the hype stickers and all that. I'm sure you know all about this already, but just wanted to show you briefly. I listened to the Marino after many months, actually. It's been a while since I listened to it. And I totally enjoyed it. Totally enjoyed it. I didn't find anything lacking on it. And unlike RU Experience, where I found that edgy, hashy kind of top end, I didn't find that on here. It was a better presentation than the 2010 RU Experienced. And part of it is it's a better recording. The recording is much improved over RU Experienced. And so another thing I noticed about the Marino version is it has a beautiful, deep bass response. And it's very alive sounding, very in your face, but not harsh. And I liked it. I liked it. I thought it was very interesting, enveloping sound. Those 360-degree sound effects in EXP and other places on the album are mind-blowing. It's, you know, if you never had another copy, you'd be very happy with this 2010 Marino. Or I guess its subsequent reissue is just as good from the same plates. So he did a fantastic job on this. There's no question. This is a really good copy to have. When I got the UHQR, the first time I played it, I was like, it didn't sound as bold as love, bold as the 2010 Marino. Probably I didn't match the levels at that time when I first got it, and I wasn't doing like in-depth comparisons, but it struck me as a little polite. When I realized that it's recorded a little bit lower, I matched the volume, and then I could see that the UHQR has a superior mid-range. It sounds good. It sounds correct, actually. It sounds correct. The bass is not as strong as the Marino. That's another thing I noticed. And, you know, it's not a big deal, but it is noticeable. I don't think it's a deficiency at all. Overall, the sonic picture is much more balanced on the UHQR. The Marino might be a little more exciting listen for some people on some systems. I think the better your system, the UHQR is going to really shine. And as I've improved my system, it has become my go-to, of course. It's a great pressing, probably the best it'll sound, but it's a matter of taste for sure. At this point, it doesn't really matter anymore because it's not available, and if you want to pay a lot of money for it, I don't know, $500 or something, be my guest. But it's not necessary because a very good pressing exists. The 2010 Marino of Access Bold as Love is highly, highly recommended. For the price, it's usually under $20. It's a steal, You know, these things, when you know, if you got them when they came out, you had the money, it's great. They do sound better. There's no question. They will sound better and better as your system gets better and better. But, you know, looking backwards now, the differences were not as great as those between RU Experienced, UHQR, and the Marino. That was a big difference to me. It was like, wow, difference. On this one, it's a little closer, and it's a little more a matter of taste. Personally, I now prefer the UHQR, but I was in love with the Marino, and I still do like it as an alternate listen when I want that little more strong bass impact and just more more in your face kind of sound. But yeah, either copy is great. These days, the $20 Marino, or I guess it's the 2014 or 17 repress of it by QRP would be fine, and you'll be hearing Axis as it was meant to be heard in stereo. Do check out the mono though. There is a mono also. Bernie Grundman recut the mono after Classic Days. And I'm sorry, Bernie Grundman cut the UHQR as well. So, you know, there is a mono that is very good as well, that you should definitely check out if you're a Hendrix fan. It's sort of a must-have, I think. Check it out. And I'll leave, if this is still available on the 2014 pressing, I will leave links in the description below if you'd like to pick it up. Until next time, this is Scott for the Pressing Matters. Have a great day.